Hey there, YouTubers. Thanks for stopping by today. Getting ready to record a Spiritual Almanac podcast for Thursday, February 4th. Weather-wise, it is a gray and cloudy but beautiful day here in the rolling hills of central New York. We've got some good stuff for you today. For our inspiration, we're going to be starting off with Canticle of the Sun. It's a song written by St. Francis, but over the years, it's also been picked up on by environmentalists, both inside and outside of the church. I think environmental responsibility and the idea of, caring for creation, being aware of what's going on with the environment, it's just common sense, right? Everybody should get that. But if you're still holding out and you're looking for a religious or spiritual motivation, this is a good place to start. And I hope you really hear, what he's saying in this piece. A couple other spiritual nuggets today. We have a historical event in the Mormon tradition we're going to talk about. And then we're going to talk about the discovery of the world's oldest complete manuscript of the New Testament. Happened in Egypt, and a really interesting story around it. The kind of story that, you might want to make a movie about. I don't know. So if you're a movie maker out there and you're looking for your next big idea, here you go. Me to you. Totally free. Take it and run with it because it's a good story and it might come in handy. I don't know. Anyway, I've talked way too long yet again. So let me get set up and let's just start the podcast. Welcome to a Spiritual Almanac. It's Thursday, February 4th, 2021. St. Francis of Assisi wrote the song Canticle of the Sun in 1224 as he recovered from an illness in a cottage built for him by his friend St. Clare and her religious order of poor ladies. According to tradition, the canticle was first sung by Francis and his companions when they believed Francis was near death, with the final verse praising Sister Death written only a few minutes earlier. The canticle has been incorporated into countless compositions over the years and has served as a touch point for both spiritually minded and secular environmentalists. It's a somewhat long piece, but it continues to inspire those of us who view environmental responsibility as a key element of our spiritual practice. My Lord Most High, all-powerful, all-good, celebration, light, and all sweet blessings are yours, yours alone. No man speaks who can speak your name. Praise to you, my Lord, and to all beings of your creation. Praise especially to Brother Sun, who fills the day with light, through whom you shine. Beautiful and bright, magnificent with splendor, he shows us your face. Praise to my Lord for Sister Moon and for the stars. You formed them in the firmament, fine and rare and fair. Praise to you, Lord, for Brother Wind, for the air, for the clouds, for fair days and every turn of weather through which you feed the world. Praise to my Lord for Sister Water, precious and pure, who selflessly serves all. Praise to my Lord for Brother Fire, through whom you fill the dark with light. Lovely is he in his delight, mighty and strong. Praise to my Lord for our sister, Mother Earth, who nourishes us and surrounds us in a world ripe with fruit, pregnant with grassy fields, spangled with flowers. Praise to my Lord for those seeking your love, who discover within themselves forgiveness, rejecting neither frailty nor sorrow. Enduring in serenity, they are blessed, for they shall be crowned by your hand, Most High. Praise to my Lord for our sister Death, the body's death, whom none avoid. A great sadness for those who die having missed life's mark. Yet blessed they whose way is your most holy will. Having died once, the second death does them no ill. Sing praises, offer holy blessings to my Lord. In gratitude, selflessly offer yourself to him. A few more spiritual nuggets for today. On this day in 1846, the Mormons left Nauvoo, Illinois, and began their settlement of the West. When they arrived in Nauvoo 7 years earlier, it was an undeveloped swamp. and epidemics of cholera, malaria, and typhoid plagued the Mormons before they drained it. But after the murder of their founder, Joseph Smith, by a mob of vigilantes, they decided to leave Nauvoo and move west. Between February 4th and March 1st, 400 wagons carrying 2,000 Mormons crossed the Mississippi River into Iowa, beginning a migration that would eventually take them to Utah and other Great Basin states. And on this day in 1859, Constantine von Tischendorf discovered the Codex Sinaiticus, or Sinai Bible, a handwritten manuscript containing the oldest complete copy of the New Testament. Tischendorf found it at St. Catherine's Monastery in the Sinai Peninsula. He'd seen fragments of the manuscripts on an earlier visit. Pages of it were crumpled up and discarded in a rubbish basket. But even though he realized the manuscript's importance, he was unable to secure it from the monks. Returning to the monastery again in 1859, he was about to abandon his search when he was approached by a monastery resident. Tischendorf later described the encounter in his journal. On the afternoon of this day, I was taking a walk with the steward of the convent in the neighborhood, and as we returned towards sunset, he begged me to take some refreshment with him in his cell. Scarcely had he entered the room when he took down from the corner of the room a bulky kind of volume, wrapped up in a red cloth, and laid it before me. I unrolled the cover and discovered to my great surprise not only those very fragments which 15 years before I had taken out of the basket, but also other parts of the Old Testament, the New Testament complete, and in addition the Epistle of Barnabas and a part of the Shepherd of Hermas. After negotiating with the monastery, Tischendorf took possession of the manuscript. Today it's considered one of the most important manuscripts in the Christian tradition, and the bulk of it is currently on display at the British Library in London. I guess one man's trash really can be another man's treasure, if you know what you're looking at. Anyway, that's today's Spiritual Almanac. For additional reading, see Francis of Assisi, A New Biography by Augustine Thompson. There's a link in the description and on our website. A Spiritual Almanac is a production of Granola Soul. You can find a text version of today's podcast, Francis of Assisi's Canticle of the Sun, and other resources at our website, granolasoul.com. As always, thanks for listening. Feel free to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Till tomorrow, take good care and be kind.